Ghost Season 5 is about to do something the series has carefully avoided for years, fundamentally change the balance of power inside Woodstone Mansion. With the long-teased arrival of Patience's spirit friends, collectively known as the Others, CBS isn't just adding new faces. It's expanding the show's internal mythology, testing the limits of its ensemble, and potentially reshaping multiple character arcs in ways that won't be easy to undo. And that's exactly why this development matters more than it first appears. Why the Others took so long to arrive. Patience has always been a strange figure within Ghosts. She exists on the edges of the main group, emotionally intense, socially isolated, and often defined by her past rather than her present. The idea that she had her own group of spirit friends has been teased for a long time, but deliberately sidelined. That delay wasn't accidental. Ghosts thrives on balance. Every ghost at Woodstone fills a specific emotional and comedic role, and adding too many new spirits too quickly risks overcrowding a cast that already works because of its chemistry. Season 5, however, has proven the show is ready to evolve. By introducing the Others now, midway through a confident, well-established season, the series signals that it's no longer afraid of shaking up its formula. WHO the Others really are. At first glance, Patience's spirit friends might seem like an extension of her personality, intense, eccentric, and potentially disruptive. But the show immediately subverts that assumption. The group is tied not to Patience's era, but to Flowers. Led by Flowers' former cult leader Bruce, the group carries a very different energy. These aren't dour, judgmental spirits. They're loose, communal, and ideologically strange in a way that fits perfectly within Ghost's comedic DNA. That distinction matters. Rather than reinforcing Patience's isolation, the Others may actually pull her outward, forcing her to engage more openly with the rest of the mansion. Patience, Trevor, and emotional leverage. One of the most interesting implications of this reveal is how Patience uses her friends. It's already clear that she leverages the Others as part of her evolving relationship with Trevor. Whether consciously or not, their presence gives Patience something she's never had before: social capital. For a ghost who has often felt dismissed or misunderstood, being the gateway to an entirely new group changes how others perceive her. And Trevor, a character defined by insecurity masked as confidence, is uniquely vulnerable to this shift. Patience's expanded social world could either strengthen their bond or expose cracks neither of them is ready to face. Why Flowers quietly central to this arc? Although Patience appears to be the focus, Flower may be the emotional linchpin of this storyline. Bruce's return isn't just a fun callback. It reopens Flower's unresolved past. Her cult background has always been played for laughs, but bringing her former leader into the present forces the show to recontextualize that trauma. How Flower reacts to seeing Bruce again will likely shape how the Others integrate into Woodstone. Will she reclaim agency over her past, or will old dynamics reassert themselves? Either way, Flower's arc stands to gain emotional weight it hasn't fully explored before. The rules of Woodstone are about to be tested. One thing Ghosts has always been strict about is its internal logic. Ghosts die where they haunt. They can't leave the property. They rotate in and out, but the rules stay consistent. The arrival of 4 new spirits raises immediate questions. Unless CBS plans a rules overhaul, the Others must have died on the Woodstone property or been drawn there under very specific circumstances. That means they aren't temporary. They aren't visitors. They're permanent residents. And that changes the mansion's ecosystem. Why 4 Ghosts is a big deal. Ghost has introduced recurring spirits before, Nigel, Bjorn, and others, but never as a unit. A group dynamic introduces challenges the show hasn't faced. Who gets screen time? How do conflicts scale? Do they integrate, or stay insular? If the Others function as a collective, they could destabilize the mansion's existing alliances simply by existing as a voting block of personalities. That's new territory. Sam and Jay are about to feel the pressure. From a living person perspective, Sam and Jay already manage chaos daily. Adding 4 permanent ghosts increases emotional noise, narrative complications, logistical absurdity, but it also opens storytelling doors. Sam's ability to mediate ghost conflicts will be tested more than ever, while Jay, still unable to see ghosts, will be forced to deal with consequences he can't fully understand. That tension has always been Ghosts' secret weapon. Why this is a sign of confidence, not desperation. Long-running sitcoms often expand casts when they're running out of ideas. That's not what's happening here. Ghost Season 5 has been consistently inventive, using emotional arcs, genre experimentation, and character-driven humor to stay fresh. The Others don't replace existing dynamics, they complicate them. And complication is the sign of a show that trusts its foundation. What this means for the rest of Season 5. The introduction of Patience's spirit friends isn't a one-episode gimmick. It's a structural shift. Expect new alliances, Resurfaced trauma, romantic tension, power struggles played for comedy, and most importantly, expect Woodstone Mansion to feel more alive and more crowded than ever before. Final thought. Ghosts has always been about coexistence between the living and the dead, the past and the present, chaos and order. By bringing in the others, Season 5 forces that coexistence to evolve. The mansion won't feel the same after this. And that's exactly the point.